Heavy downpours and strong wind gusts have slammed much of the area throughout the day, with much of Hampton Roads now under a severe flood watch. Shane Fordham is live in Hampton with a closer look at what communities are facing there.
Well, the rain and wind gusts are picking up in intensity by the hour, along with the threat of flooding across the region. Now, Hampton drivers who I spoke with told me that they feel concerned about being on the road in this weather.
I'm usually at home. I usually don't be out here when it's raining like this.
It's really nerve-wracking if you don't pay attention to what you're doing and pay attention what the other drivers doing, because in a weather like this, it is very dangerous.
Rain and strong wind gusts throughout the day and into the evening have caused a mess. Now there's a risk for tidal flooding. Hampton city officials said they are prepared.
The big word is preparation. We try to be prepared throughout the storm season. The biggest thing is keeping the storm drains clear. If the water has nowhere to go when it runs off the street, then it backs up. That's where we get flooded.
City officials in Hampton say crews are already out monitoring drains and standing by in case flooding takes a turn for the worse, especially in low-lying areas. Today's heavy rain has already made many roads slick and dangerous for drivers. Mike Holtzclaw with the city of Hampton says protecting residents is the top priority, and that starts with keeping the roads safe and drivers exercising caution.
If a street looks like it might not be passable, don't try to drive through it. Just use caution. That's the biggest thing. Just use caution. If a road looks dangerous, assume that it is dangerous, and just be careful.
Hampton city officials say that they have canceled all after-school activities in the area due to conditions expected to worsen. Our 13 News Now weather team also says we have a chance of lightning this evening as well. Live in Hampton, Shane Fordham, 13 News Now.
All right, thanks so much, Shane. And in Norfolk, flooding is impacting much of the city as well, including this underpass on 21st Street in Monticello, which is closed until further notice. Derek Lytle is live in Norfolk right now with a closer look at conditions. Derek, how are things?
Hey, Dana, we're actually over here off Southern Boulevard. You can see here in Virginia Beach, there's a Jeep fully submerged. A gentleman did and was fortunate enough to make it out with most of his belongings from that car. This is something out of the ordinary. If you can take a walk with me, this full entire mobile home neighborhood over here called County View is seeing some of the worst effects. You can see this pickup truck here trying to make it through as we speak. I just talked to a resident that's owned a home here since about 2010, and he says this is the worst he's ever seen it here. Unable to make it back to his home. He was released from work early in Norfolk to try and get home, but you can see just almost the current coming here, brushing up against us right now. You know, I want to tell you this, our guy behind the sticks, Luca, and I were over in the Outer Banks about a month ago, and this is more surreal for us to see than what we saw down there during Hurricane Aaron. Now, there's no telling how bad this could get. We've seen a lot of people trying to make it through the water. I'm not sure how deep it actually gets past that car you see there. You know, city officials are telling us if you don't have to be out on these roads right now, do not try and pass through. It's just not worth it, losing your vehicle, maybe even losing your life. A lot of people trying to make it back to their homes and see if there's any potential damage already. This is developing as we speak. We'll be here through the early evening, and we'll be sure to keep you updated with how things are looking in Virginia Beach. I'll toss it back to you guys.
All right, thanks so much for that, Derek. And you can always find the latest from our meteorologists on Weather Impact 24/7, available anytime on 13 News Now Plus. Just download on your TV and stay weather aware for free.